Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video. Today we have the Dino Charged Gold Ranger, or Ivan, and I've got to admit, where's his neck? It just seems really weird that you see a bit of a neck here, but nothing in the figure, but let's have a look. So you get this lovely design, which we've seen in all of them. We can see Ivan, we can see his weapon, we can see his hand, and then behind here will be the kind of electric effect. And then also you've got his head there. A lovely picture of the Gold Ranger, and then we see the 3D model that they've made, which looks good. And then you have it there. The top is nothing, and the bottom just is a barcode. So let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. And also, before we begin the video, if you want to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Yeah, and let's just jump straight into it. And here he is. Here is the Gold Dino Charged Ranger, and I've got to admit, I am very disappointed with this figure already, and we'll come to that in a bit. So let's have a look at him. So we have like the detail around here is really nice. Now, one thing I have noticed is I really wish that they kept the butterfly effect for his arms, because you can't move his arms in and it just looks a bit weird. So this figure is definitely just for posing. I feel like you can't move his arms in a little bit more like most figures, which is a huge shame. But it's something they could have worked on. We have his kind of like little things here, which I think look really cool. I really like the helmet design. I think that looks kind of like really nice. I think the only reason why we don't see the neck, or why it looks really weird, is because this part isn't painted, which if it was, boom, it would look 10 times better. But so far it's a bit of a letdown, and it does kind of like sway to one side over here, which I'm not happy about. But the blues, the blacks, and the silvers all work kind of well. I really like the design. I'm sure Tyler's arms like went down to his side. I don't know, I'll have to look back at the review. But we can see there's more stuff around here, and we can see that you've got his belt buckle right there. I really like the fact just there they've actually put in the actual the actual symbol for the belt buckle. We can see that he's got his morpher here. I really like this, and the fact is that if you do want to take it off, you can do. All you have to do is just remove the hand, but you can just bring that down there a little bit, and thus therefore it does come off, which I think is kind of cool. I did think it would stay on there, but if you do want to take it off, you can do, but we will find out later. It doesn't move apart from around that way, but this doesn't move at all. That doesn't kind of go up, but either way it's awesome. I kind of really wish that pulled out a little bit, but not that much, but it's fine. His gauntlets are absolutely fine. Now, I'm sure on Tyler that was painted silver, I think. I can't exactly remember. If you do, let me know down below in the comments. And then we can see, as I say, his belt has got the symbol, and that's about it. Now, this is what really annoyed me. When trying to stand the figure up straight, it leans too forward. I don't know why. I may show it at the end of this video, but you have to bend his knees, which I think is a bit because every other figure has stood up straight. You don't need to bend the knees. If you straighten them up, he just leans over that way, which I think is bad because there's no way of adjusting him. So I'm kind of really gutted on that one. There's not much detail. It's all pretty much one color. And you got some slight detail just there on the kind of like the boots. At the back it's completely the same. We've got the kind of funnel thing that goes around the boots there, and then also we've got like the joints there that you have to have if you want to stand them up straight. Coming to the back of the figure, I really like that you've got the kind of wings that they show them in. They're a soft plastic, so they will go back. There's a bit of a blemish at the top there. Not really bothered about that. The morpher, as we see at the back, you've got the, there we go, we've got detail along there. That's actually kind of cool. I really like that you got detail, but I really wish the arm would go in rather than being like kind of like that. I think that's annoying, and it does remind me of the Thing a little bit from the Fantastic Four. We've got some stuff on the back, so if you do move it up, you can see that there is just there, you've got silver and you've got black. And that's about it really for that one. Back of the helmet and back of the top looks absolutely plain. I do kind of wish that was moved forward a bit. It feels like that should have like kind of touched it a little bit rather than it being like that. But as you say, there's just the point. It's just the point there, and then you got some detail on the helmet, and that's about it. Okay, let's test the articulation. Now, I really hate the feet on all these figures. When trying to pose them earlier, when the feet kind of lock down, if you don't get it in the right way, it just won't move. And that's what irritates me. So like trying to force it, you just think the figure is gonna kind of break, and I absolutely hate that. So I'm not like, you have to have it a certain way just to do it. So I'm not gonna force it back because I don't want to break the figure. You've got the joints there, so the feet can go all the way back if you want it to, just like so. Legs move fine. So they go like that. So I do wish that worked a bit better, but not. And then you've got the hand that turns around, like so. I just feel like all like the joints that they use in these figures are really bad. Like it feels like they're gonna break, which I generally really don't like the thought of. There you go, like that, like so. Torso moves to some degree, like that, so it does turn it all the way around if you want it. I don't know why you'd want that if you want to face it like that, but it can do. It does kind of click, it does kind of move forward, but the belt kind of gets in the way a little bit, like so. But you can move him back if you want to, and the head does go all the way around because these are actually soft, not actually hard. And it actually, yeah, it feels, yeah, you can actually take it off if you want. Which I'm not a huge fan of. It just feels like they've just come apart, so it's harder to kind of like put back in. But yeah, here is Ivan with his head on. It does look kind of cool. I really like the fact that they captured the likeness to him, so it does kind of add really well. Now it was a bit of a pain to add the head on, so you have to really kind of force it on. These do come off like that because of the force, so I think that if you took this off completely, he would look really different. But I hate the way that these just come off like that. I think they should be completely permanently attached. So I don't know if that's just a manufacturing thing, but yeah, I do like the fact that, you know, he has a head like this, but I think like you could have taken away the head and actually just had the helmet but come with like extra accessories or something. But I kind of like it. I think it's awesome, and it's definitely worth adding to the figure. Now I really like this. I think this actually makes up for the figure itself, which is his main weapon. I do think that maybe that could have been brought down a bit, but I don't know if that's in the series. But it opens up like so, which I think is awesome. And then when you look inside, that's where you can put the Dino charges. I really wish he came with the Dino charges. I think that would be kind of awesome, but I think that adds to it quite a lot. I really like the fact that they've put the detail in on the actual weapon. I feel like you've got the red there, the silver, the yellow, or it was meant to be gold, isn't it? And when you look on the other side, it's exactly the same. I think that is absolutely awesome. You do get the lightning, which I'm so glad it's the same color that we see in the series. I think that kind of adds to it. So I think they just really printed loads of them out. And then here we go, we've got the different hands. So they kind of work with it, but I think I'll normally leave these straight back in the box. But yet there's the accessories for it. And there we go, Ranger Nation. There is Ivan, the Gold Dino Charge Ranger. Now, there are two things possibly that I think need to be changed. One, that his neck should have been painted white, as it is pretty much on the actual box itself, as well as the show. And also the legs. I absolutely hate the fact that it doesn't stand up correctly. I generally thought it would do. So I don't know why it's leaning forward. It's just absolutely horrible. I just think it needed to be changed. So whatever they can do to try and fix the next batch, or if they can issue replacements, that's absolutely fine. I do generally think that this figure needs more work, and it should have come out a lot later on rather than it being kind of rushed. The accessories are fine. I love his weapon. I think his weapon is absolutely stunning, and it works really well. I think that is one of the saving graces of it. The lightning effect as well, I think that looks kind of cool. So let's have a quick look. So basically it's just the same thing, is you basically pop it through and it kind of gives extra life to it. I think that looks kind of cool. But yeah, I think it needed a lot more work and it needed testing. It just feels like these figures are all coming out way too quickly at times, or these lot did. You know, he looks really cool to pose like that. I would say his arms as well, because his arms don't go all the way in when you're actually holding it like that. It just looks kind of to me. But apart from that, it's an okay figure. If you're collecting the Lightning collection, definitely get it. If you're just going to get random ones, I'd possibly miss this one out, which is a shame because I actually like the Dino Charge suits and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So if you've liked this sort of video and you like this sort of content, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when another video drops. And why not leave a cheeky comment too? What do you think of this figure? Would you get him? Would you not? Let me know down below in the comments. And as always, Ranger Nation, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.